A warm welcome to XML Basics, a part of Tech Boss program to help you upskill in tech in both the past, present, future, and everlasting technologies, because technology is power, a weapon for you to live your day to day life in the present, in the past, as well as in the future. So, be your own boss with the power of technology. Technology can give you enough power to expand you in your career or start your own business. And these trainings are based on my past actual trainings, and you can learn from over 100 plus technologies over like HTML, CSS, JSON, XML, Bootstrap, so much more. So here is a short testimonial from a person who's a trainer. He or she saw my trainings and they said that I love your training, Thangu, keep it up. So they started training, seeing my trainings. So my trainings are really good and simple and unique and straightforward. So let's jump in directly to XML. So XML is a very simple and powerful way to store data. So there are various ways to store, share, search data. A very simple way is XML. You just put the data in a notepad and it's extensible language. It's extensible to various platforms, to various applications, to various browsers. So why XML? It is both machine readable and human readable. Very simple for storing data and sharing data. And you can easily upgrade to new applications or browsers in the future. And it's very easy to migrate and very easy to learn. Now, there are various companies using XML. My own coding career started for a healthcare organization. It was a complex XML coding in .NET to process some data for the claims processing for a healthcare organization in US. So there are many big organizations using XML. Some samples are CTT, CARE, Salesforce, and many more. So what are the benefits for you? You get the opportunity to work from home if you know XML, or if you run your own business, you can use the power of XML. And I pretty much use XML for my own business. It is useful for various industries for data processing. I get calls for help for XML from various sources, but I focus on other technologies. I still don't know why. Probably I'll take up XML also soon. There is heavy demand for XML too. It is pretty easy. The one reason that I really don't spend time is because it's pretty simple to learn, and it's pretty straightforward. It won't take, probably it will take just a few hours to just understand the basics, and you're on your own. You don't really need a guidance. You can do it on your own. So let's look at some demo to help you understand XML, or to anyone who wants to upskill in tech, or anyone who might think that XML might be needed for their business need. So we look at some sample applications where we are going to understand XML, how to read XML, how to beautify XML with XSLT, and how to uh, traverse the XML and just extract the data you need using XPath. So let's jump into some demo to quickly understand. So this is a XML file containing some book details. So look at this. This is a tree structure. So we have the root node called bookstore. So these are all called nodes, and every node has an attribute description. For example, the bookstore is the root node. We have a couple of books. A book can be categorized into cooking or web or tech, and within the book the properties are, the elements are title, author, year, price. So this you can store it in detail, in table or SQL or XML. So look at this XML. Sometimes XML is also pretty neat and straightforward. So it is very easy to store, and any application from any applications can start reading the XML and display the data the way you want. And additionally, in XML, you have something called XSLT, which allows you to beautify the content and display the data the way you want. Let's say, look at this. This is a way we can uh, traverse the XML file using some styling XSLT and display the data the way you want. So look, how do we do that? We have the XSL template applied, and so we are going to display the XML data in the table format. So we have a table with border, and we apply the background color to the header, and something like green, and we align the header text the left at title and artist. And then for each catalog CD, that is for each the XML is having some values for catalog, CD and all. So we look at the XML also. So we have the XML file starting with Excel node, and we have a catalogs and some CD values. Like the CD can be having some title like Empire and the artist Bob, and this is the first CD. Next CD is Hide Your Heart. So like this, we have a couple of values in the XML format. Now, when we tie to this particular XSL, now because of the XSL, now we have the data displayed in the table format. So we can, so this is an XML format, and if you want to apply the XSL, we are now using the cd catalog.xsl, where we had the script to display the table, and we are reading the values for each catalog CD and then displaying the data. So we can transform the XML data into the way you want in any way you want. So the real world applications I've seen that SharePoint had heavily used XSLT for a very long time, and even now even if you look at the config files, or if you're an admin and you're looking at the log files, many of them sometimes maybe in XML. The beauty is you can read the data in a tree structure. And now let's look at the XPath. So XPath is a beautiful way to traverse the data we want. Now let's say you have hundreds of data, or let's say hundreds of books. Now you have few books here, and I want to see books where the price is greater than 30, or let's say we want to see the books for which the price is greater than 30. Then we have an XPath. Then I'm just going to look at the XPath bookstore book where price is greater than 30 title. I'm just displaying the titles where the price is greater than 30. So similarly, if we want to see the books for which the year is greater than 2000, so then the answer should be the 2004, then first two should come. So we'll test that out. The year is greater than 2004. And then we see Everyday Italian and Harry Potter are the books published greater than 2004. So let's look at few more experts. Sometimes you may want to display all the authors. So far we saw just the title, and let's say we want to see all the authors. So look at this, there are so many authors. Now how come where too many authors came in? So over here the first book has one author, second book has another author, and the third book has many authors. So I think this is beautiful because in a SQL table you might have to have multiple entries, and in XML this kind of feature is there where you can have multiple authors for one value and tie it up to one entity. And sometimes if you want to see all the title as well as the price, you can just display the book slash title, then book slash price. Using the or keyword, you'll be able to display. So XPath is very beautiful. I had heavily used it. It was a pretty long project. So in the best practices, I'll be sharing you how to code. So as a summary, we have seen a lot of things like what is XML, what is XML element, nodes, then attributes, then how to style using XSLT, and how to traverse the XML using XPath. And we can integrate with various languages like .NET, C Sharp, and we saw with the simple HTML. Let me quickly showcase the PowerShell also. So let's say we have the books.xml, and I want to just see all the, so I have a XPath here again, bookstore book author, and if I want to see that particular value, then look at this, it's just showing all the authors. So I really like PowerShell because just few lines of code you can get things done. So coming to the best practices, so again XML also keep things simple, keep simple, don't overcomplicate it. And sometimes you have to take time to get the best done. So if you the first program I wrote was probably for 6 months. It's a project. So why it is such a big project? Because they have millions of people submitting claims in US for healthcare, and every data matters because everyone is a human like you, and it's a critical data application. So you have to plan ahead, think well, and look at take at various factors account. So you might be focusing on one small piece of code for a big organization. Yet I would recommend take time. Don't do in a hurry and just deploy something and go. You have to plan ahead, take time to get the best done. I really want you to do the best for the best client too, and so you have to take time and do the best. That's one of the best practices because the great things take time. Nothing can if things get done fast, that might be destroyed fast. So try to take time and do something everlasting. So we saw a couple of demos. So coming to the future, it's going to be more easier. And of course, we have the JSON, which I'll be covering soon. But I still feel XML is going to stand the test of time because it's very simple, and probably you won't have to spend months but learning this like many other concepts. This is pretty easy and also very powerful. It is easy, simple, and powerful, so it is going to stand for a long time. Of course, even if people you might be wondering, okay, is JSON going to replace? No, even now people are still using XML. Even in your computer there might be a lot of XML files used behind the scenes from big softwares or projects, or the config files, if you see in the server, they're still using XML. So XML is never going away. There's a lot of demand because it is very powerful and simple, and there are many concepts like XQuery and many advanced concepts also there. So thank you. So you are an awesome app creator. So keep learning. So if you're interested in in-depth knowledge of XML, or a crash course, or instant online course, or exclusive course for the topics you need, or a group course, or a 21-day boot camp, just submit your details at https://thangu.com/tta. So there are a lot of applications coming in for various training. So you will get experts, guiders from over 10 years of experience, and a lot of beautiful softwares are getting done for you, both free and paid. Learning experience. It's not just a content that you get on YouTube. It's going to be a learning experience where you are going to learn by doing, and there's going to be mentorship support where you're going to submit assignments, and there'll be people to grade and evaluate you. And so you're welcome to join the tech circle group from thangu.com/groups, or you can join the beta groups if you want to test the various paid products for free. So wish you success, and keep in touch. And any questions, just email ask@thangu.com. Take care. Bye bye.